Good morning, family. It's almost afternoon. It's the underrated one. Waiting for some more people to come in. The Square Part 3. I'll explain that. A lot of messes of the Square that we missing as people. And I will explain. So I'm waiting for some more people to come in. Right on the talk. What's good, family? What's good? Thanks for coming. What's good? What's good? Waiting for some more people to come in. Also, me too. We gotta start catch these hidden messages. Happening on the Square. Hold on. Let me check out something. Waiting for some more people to come in. Yeah. I know sometimes YouTube be slow, so gotta give people some time to come in. Ronaldo told let me know, can you hear me? Yes, sir. Press 1, you can hear me. Or no. You know. So wait for more people to come in. Okay, cool. All right, good. So how you been, brother? How you been? Hope everything's okay with you and the family. Oh, lovely Samara, haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Appreciate that. Thanks for coming. Neil, so thanks for coming. Appreciate that. Got great lives on Neil, so she got some great lives, and check out the other ones too. And check family. Going to wait for some more people to come in. Then we're going to get this started. I didn't forget about the underrated reminders. I just want to catch up on a few things, but I want y'all to read the title. especially us as people, we gotta touch on some things. I appreciate you too. Thanks a lot. Means a lot. Means a lot. Thank you. So, you know, I'm saying, but I live in Virginia. You know, from the source. You know, so, but I did start a series, the Square Part 1 and 2. Whenever I finish on this one, I want you to go back to my channel. I want you to search for that. And I got to do the playlist up there. I don't know how to do that yet, but I get to that. So I do quite a few series on my channel, but I did the Square Part 1 and 2. I want you to add whatever I finish on this one. I want you to go and check those out. San Francis, how you doing? Neo Soul San Francis, I want you to press 1. You can hear me, or press 2. Do that for me, please. You know, if you hear me, press 1. I'm fine. I'm doing okay. Doing okay. Press 1. You can hear me, or press 2. You can. Cool. All right. That's good. That's what I want to hear. There you go. There you go. I just want everybody to hear. I'm gonna wait for some more people. Some people say, why'd you don't start? Oh, 3-3 Lady Princess, good. Thanks for coming. Good morning to you too, 3-3 Lady Princess. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate one. I like to wait on people because I don't like to go back, and so you know some chats, you know, some channels, you know, people just they show up and stuff like that, and I'm little by little trying to get to know StreamYards. There's somebody talking about try Streamlabs. I don't know. I might do that and everything. But I'm gonna wait for more people. It's going to 7 minutes and stuff. You know, I don't like that, you know. But my lives, they don't come, you know, just like that. I don't know it's on YouTube, but it's always been like this. So, but ain't no problem though. I'm gonna get it going, everything in the few. I have no problem with people. So sometimes, you know, you go like that, go through stuff like that, but aside. But I'm glad everybody day so far is going good. And the family doing good. I'm happy. You know, I hope everything is all right with y'all and everything. So I said we'll get about another maybe a minute or two more. Then I'll start. Then we're gonna talk about part 3 of the Square, the message. I will explain. That is very important now that we need to seek out. You know, it's very important. You'll get what I'm saying in a few minutes, but there's quite a few things that they are not saying. And for me as a African descent, that it bothers me. I mean, you know, I know some people say it bothers you. It should make you angry. Not angry, just say you want to go all out, but you know, but we have to talk about it like that. You know, that really the media is not really dealing with it. We get this, it's not really dealing with it. So, okay, so let me get going right now. Let's hit 10 minutes. All right. Thanks for coming, family. Welcome to the Underrated Darkness channel. See it, that's my name, Underrated One. And hold on, family. Let me get this out. There's a lot in the message that they're not saying about our people. Case in point, wherever we go to, domestic terrorists, especially, in this USA and also around the world. They always say black and brown. They always including the brown people, whatever they call them, not get into that. But when it comes to us as a people, they never really include us until something happened to other people. And we got to keep an eye on it because they be saying, they be saying this narrative for a very long time. And I always going to fight for our people, no matter what. But they want us to sympathize of certain brown people that in their own way, they don't want to have no part of us, of our rights to be in existence of the human race, part of the human race. Also, those are the ones, some of them they work with the suppressed system to separate the black man and the black woman. But at the same time, some of it's our fault too because we let it happen. So, but again, I'm never going to put all of it on us because it ain't. But I find that very disingenuous that the media, little by little, is excluding our rights as a people. That we still getting slaughtered in the streets. We still getting disenfranchised. And I'm not saying what happened to the brown people that this is right. No, it's not right. I'm not saying it, but I find it that at times it's very disingenuous. And I said this in past lives, but I'm gonna spin it this way. When are we is going to take the time to speak for our rights as a people? And I know it's not a popular thing to do, but I wanted to take that on, and I know some of us is taking it on, but it's not being popular, and it's cool. But we know what's going on, and we got to pay attention to the message because some of it is passing by us, and we suffering. Definitely, our kids are suffering, and it's not a mistake what they're doing. Now, you're going to have some people be saying, we people of color, we got to stick together. You want to understand our history, what we had to go through for centuries. So really, you're eating from us. And the square, is dangerous. They could use it as positive, but most of the time, it's negative. But they are a hidden message that we need to pay attention to. Like the black man with Hispanic woman, not saying them wrong with that, or vice versa, or Chinese, or Japanese. I would like to see what's wrong to see a black man and a black woman with their family. You don't see that because they don't want to see it. They don't see that. Like they have the homosexuals, they get be together, but they never have like straight black men or straight black woman together. They don't emphasize that. And if y'all can still hear me, press 1, please. And the square could be very deadly if we let it control our lives. The Batman was good. Peace to you. Thank you. Appreciate that. But it's controlling us. It's among us so bad that we tend to fight among each other. I gotta say this to that. If some of our people is not willing, no problem, Batman, no problem. I'm glad you're here. If we, well, not me, we have to call out whatever people is doing. And I was listening to MSNBC laptop yesterday. With this, just like I said, I'm originally from New York, and he was talking about, certain things, building and stuff, building bridges, but he was talking about this bridge. Whoever's in New York, you know what I'm talking about. They're talking about the Verrazano Bridge, and we gotta lighten up to the traffic that comes from Long Island to Brooklyn and stuff. That's been happening for years and years. And when I noticed that in South Brooklyn, when it goes to the Verrazano Bridge, see, it's not that far from Coney Island. Anybody know Coney Island, know what I'm talking about. Before, we get on the Verrazano Bridge. Before you get on the Verrazano Bridge, there's a highway to Fair Park. We go into Coney Island, into Coney Island, but just give you a little history on it. And then the highway continues from Brooklyn Queens Expressway, go into Verrazano Bridge, and after you cross Verrazano Bridge to the side of Staten Island, it becomes Staten Island Expressway. And it takes that expressway, takes it to I'm mistaken, Garden State Parkway, New Jersey. Just give you a little history on that. But he was saying that there's a lot of blacks that live around Brooklyn, and he was saying some things about that we gotta fight for the colored people and stuff like that. But there are some of us still do live in those neighborhoods too. And I found out that we be disingenuous. And again, I can say it troubles me, but it doesn't not just happen in New York. It happen all around this country. We gotta be honest. We all we got. We gotta look at the advertisement dollars that it's going into. And we have to understand the politics dollars that it's going into. And they are eating well. I'm tired that our rights have to be included with somebody else. That they don't care about us. Only unless that if they identify what's happened to them, then how they want to identify with us. Tired of it. And we have to be more sharp to see what's going on. We have to pay, I always say we have to develop our authentic listening. So at the same time, our visual could be very clear. And we're not doing a good job at it. A lot of things has been passing over our heads and our eyes. Sometimes we close our eyes like this, act like we don't want to see it, but you gotta see it like that. And also, our kids is being exposed. And they're not getting the point because that square is powerful. I want to win. Yeah, some of us as people is going to see these hidden signs, hidden dirty signs and messages that the square has presented. And when I talk about square, I'm not just talking about the TV. I'm talking about also social media, the square. That's part of the square family. So that's what I'm talking about. You know, when we see certain things happening on the square, we got to see for what it is. We cannot take off the ball and act like, oh, it ain't really happening. It is happening. I would like a black woman fight for our rights, just as a black man fight for our rights. We let the square get between the black man and the black woman relationship, even our families. But they also want to present other nationalities that is pure. And they family together, that they do things together. Hold on. Okay, get that off. Let me see that again, because they always make it seem that other nationality families stay together, play together, read together. But very suddenly they never had a family. I'm talking about us to play together, live together. We do things together. We start that. There's quite a few families in our community around the world, even in this country. They are together, they are working, they putting our kids through school. We into a lot of activities that empower our people. Just a few, but it's out there. But they never really want to show that because they're trying to cut the square, trying to keep us apart. And the ones that control the square, the ones that control the square. Sorry, Phil. Yeah, that's true. San Francisco, you're right. And some of them that control the square that look like us. And it's not enough that control our narrative. And there are some that actually let it go like that because it's called what it is. They're selling us out. And that's the problem. So the rest of us, we have to see what it is and call it out. The squares are dangerous too. Have been slaying our people behind our contributions and our rights for a long time. Yes, facts. Exactly, Francis, facts. And we don't like talking about stuff. Let's go more on your point. They don't want to talk about it. That's what I'm talking about. People just come in to square. Part 3. Whenever I finish this, go back. And I got square part 1 and 2. Search for it. But get back what I'm saying is that if we want to strengthen our people, we have to do it for ourselves. Raw honesty, thanks for coming. Very much appreciate it. It's got to come from us. It gotta come from people at the grassroots. I'm not saying no other. Niece, how you doing? How you doing? Thanks for coming. You know, but it's gotta come from us. Women, our black women can't get about this gender thing, about these women's rights, because again, I'm trying to tell you what to do. It causes confusion. Men, same thing too. If you want to start a womanhood, start with among y'all and strengthen that and strengthen our families, brothers. Brotherhood, same thing. I'm with that. Let's keep it within us. We have to understand the square is wicked. And we let the square define who we are as a people. It's got to stop. Our morals and the convictions have to come from us, the black man and the black woman. We have to set the tone. Sometimes you got to cut the square off to teach our family, especially our kids, and even some of the grown-ups that certainly need to be teach too and to be listened, because a lot of grown-ups is not being heard. We have to understand that. So the square is wicked. The square is a downfall for our people's rights. And anybody that's not African descent, just remember, they use you as a pawn to destroy us. And understand this, you are getting that devil dollars for a long time. And what do you think they're going to do to you? Just as they done to us in the past. I talk about African descent. This oppressor was not your friend. And I see you'll be taking these dollars. And even some of us as African descent that work with these people, talking to y'all too. Okay, no problem. Thank you. And we taking these dollars and we accept these connections while our community is suffering. What legacy that you're leading for? All about the fight, whatever it takes to preserve as African descent our rights to be part of the human race. I am not going to apologize for that. Do I respect our humanity? Yes. But our people, like I said last night, we got to make it happen. And we got to cut that square off. We got to have more discussions within our family. And our kids have to understand the truth. They have to understand that our people in the past had made sacrifices for us to have somewhat liberty and be free. Y'all heard us as someone because we're not really free. We really don't have all the freedom and the liberties that we should. 40 acres and a mule, it's a joke. BET, it's a joke. TV One, somewhat joke. So you cannot be on the square. And I'm talking about TV and social media together. That's the square family. You cannot just rely on them. Now, they have some great shows and TV shows and TV. What's going on now in the past? Yes. But you know they put them a selling kit. So they make it money cool, but when you got the Cosby Show, Different World, and in the back got the Fat Hobby Kids and other shows. But
As far as actual implication, okay.
that impact our community. And we have to develop our own. I don't know how we're going to find it, but it's got to be a strategic plan. Because our culture is in a state, it's in a low state more than ever. Little by little, the square want to exclude our culture and try to make it non-existent. Especially through the media and the educational system. I say I'm a cook, so my late father's a chef. And my mother's side of the family, my late grandmother and my late great-grandmother also cooks. I see how they trying to school our cooking. Trying to make something that is not. But the ones that impress us, and the other nationalities, they bring in their spin on it. But you notice that they stole from us. But we don't like talking about that because we want to be status quo correct now. Do we have to eat better as a people? Yes, I agree on that. But these are the things that they had done us for a long time. Now, there are a few of us as people that do stress for us that we need to eat better for our people. That's just a few. But you notice the square do not want to put those out. Nah, anything that impacts our people, they're not going to put it out. This is me. I cannot watch the square that they cooking our food and they trying to present that they created it. Can't do it. And it could be anything. It could be education, sports, you name it. Every time the women's tennis day was coming out, I always talking about Billie Jean King. I think Gibson, she was doing a thing, talking about. She was winning women 10 championships. That's part of the grand championships. In the 50s, that was black and white. But Billie Jean King went from her. See how the square do. Look guy they talk about on baseball. Mickey Mantle, he's one of the best ball players, but they never talk about Jackie Robinson. They never talk about Willie Mays. Basketball, they talking about Bob Cousy. But at the time, he got Sweetwater Clayton. Played with the Knicks back in the 50s, the late early 50s, when the Knicks when the NBA started. We was excluded a lot of stuff, but we always there. The square, Square was wicked then too. We even created our hockey. You understand? You ain't know that? Mm-hmm. All the stuff you see in hockey come from us. But the Square don't want you to hear that. Track and field, we always dominate that. I ain't going on. Do you know Calvin Pete? He's a black man. He's a black man. I believe he was the first black that won the championship of golf in '75. He couldn't even go in the country house to change. He had to change underneath a tree, and he still won it. That's back in the mid-70s, I believe '75. He passed away, I think, about a year or two ago, something like that, maybe a few months. I'm not sure. Wilma Rudolph, one of the best track and fields trailblazers ever, a black woman. Came, she had palm on her foot. I forgot she had to leave. She overcome that and win titles. That also happened back in the 50s. And look how the Square perceive her. You don't want to hear from her. See, black women, you need to read up on this. Black men too. You need to read up on stuff like this. That's how the Square do. Whatever trailblazer that we've done in the world, they exclude us. And what do you think they're doing right now? And the good thing about it, also the bad thing about it, we can see what they did in the past, but at the same time, a lot of our minds, we closed up. We're not taking advantage of what they're showing us and act on it and advocate for and advocate against it. And I'm just giving you a few examples. And we need to talk about more on social media, especially on YouTube. And especially we gotta have these conversations a lot, often. And we don't want to, because it's going to test our core, ourselves into the core of ourselves. The Black Caucus was created by two people. One of them is, I forgot his first name, Cav. He won track and field. He won the 1936 Olympics besides the late great Jesse Owens. All of it, Jesse Owens winning, McCabe came in second. He went on to become the congressman. He passed away in '77. He was a co-creator of the Black Caucus. The other one, I believe, was Shirley Chisholm. She became a congresswoman in Brooklyn. They named a post office after her. But nobody don't talk about it. They don't. The square. They are archives. But the square, that square. It's wicked too. It could be a positive too. But it's wicked. And we have to pay attention. The one who do the media, the ones that the sisters and princesses that want to pick, that they know they're not going to challenge the evil status quo to clean cut. They probably have a little sniffer in there, but they're not going to challenge that. We have to take a look at that too. And this is the same when they talk about, and I said this before, I'm saying again, multicultural. Whatever that means. Now there are some people that outside our people call it out. Yeah. Oh Lord, it was good. Thanks for coming. You get a chance, share this live. Share this live. We very much appreciate it. But don't worry about it. I'm gonna bring up issues like that. That's what they can do. Nothing gonna stop me. I'm worried for our people. But we gotta pay attention to the signs that the square had present us. And we have to see for what it is. They're causing great grief to our community. The square caused great grief for our community for a very long time. And they use some of us as puppeteers to get these sneaky, negative, vicious points across. BYC Stephanie, thanks for coming. Appreciate that. My late father always say this is true. Do you want the sugarcoat truth? I can go around it, or you'll be give you the truth. So they can sting you, but also you can learn from it. Thank you, I appreciate that. Hey, look, I try to respect everybody I can, but at the end of the day, I ain't black, and we don't have no rights. And this person trying to school our rights, and I gotta talk on it. I don't talk on it, I ain't a man. I cannot say that I'm not fighting for our people if I don't talk up for it. And the ones that are outside, they understand this. This is what it is. That's all I was talking with the voices once. Our voices do count. I'm there for our people regardless. Our rights have to be counted. And anybody that is outside of African descent, they understand that if you respect our existence, you will understand. This media do not want our rights to be counted, so we have to make it count. I don't care you live in a house. I don't care you live in a mansion. I don't care how you live in an apartment. It doesn't make a difference. When this oppressed system consistently trying to take your race away of all levels, and I'm talking about the square. You gotta go out against that. And then using some of our people doing it. We ain't gonna talk about the rest of the nationalities because hey, some of them where it is, hey. To me, to them it's all about a buck. What do they care, right? But I know that I count. I know our people. Despite how this oppressed system think of us, we do count. And our contribution does count. And I don't care what the square says. And let me put this out now. There's somebody outside African descent that is fighting for our right. God said it, yes it is. But again, the square ain't gonna let you. The square gonna make sure you're not gonna see that. We have to see the signs, the vicious signs. Again, they are excluding our rights as human beings. So when people say black and brown, I don't know. Because us as African descent, we be catching hell from this oppressed system for centuries. And again, our stories is not being told that it should. And the brown people, whatever you call it, sorry for them. But what about us? They want us to be the kubayas and all that. But what about us? What about our reparations that we deserve? When is that conversation going to happen? And I know our people's bringing it up for years, but it's not enough. Now, the question I want to ask outside the rest of humanity, what do you think? What do you see us? Do you really see us as human beings? Or what you perceive that you see in a square? That's the question he'd ask. Because I know we are human beings. I know I'm here for a purpose. And I know our ancestors was there for a purpose in the past. And you see in the square for even decades ago how it was. And when our ancestors was back then, we didn't have the square. Then people say, what you talking about the square? The TV, included with social media, going on 40 years. Oh, okay. It's not a popular what we talk about. I know it ain't, but it's happening. It's happening around the world, especially in this USA. still gotta watch my back when I'm walking. I still, when I go in the stores, when I purchase whatever it is, see how they don't treat me. That's reality for me as a black man and our people as a whole. When the square gonna talk about that? But I doubt it. They say, like I said, like maybe 20 minutes ago, they're gonna say a little sniff here and there. I know it's going to be some people you need to step up and you don't do what's right. You cannot wait from this. It's not all about waiting for them. It's all about understand how the square is. We got to stop talking loud and think loud and calm ourselves and talk with conviction and let it manifest what's going on. Let the visual be clear. Because it ain't, we're going to go here, we're going to go here, we're going to go here and there. And we always going to be lost. And why this vicious message that comes from the square passes us by. It had us in the choking hole. And we cannot breathe and get out of it. If you can hear me, press 1, please. If you can't, press 2. I remember, I ain't gonna be here that long, so I'll be getting off in a few minutes. I remember when I used to live in, like I said, I born and raised in New York, that I played basketball one time in this park in Brooklyn. And I've been through racism, so. And but I remember it wasn't white people. It was Japanese, it was Chinese, and it was other nationalities. Y'all need to leave. And now, some of our brothers and brothers like, but I knew that's in Brooklyn. Same bride living. And I was young. I'm like, maybe like 12 or 13, something like that. I was preteen. Never forget it was preteen. But I understood because it wasn't the first time. But I seen back then how the square was perceiving us as people. And I remember how we took the train. We got there safe and everything. I remember we took the train and he said, why we colored? They ain't like that. He said it was like that. Because I understood how this oppressed system tricked people to turn against us. And in my parents' home with my late father and my mom still living, they had a certain way how to put things in perspective. And I understood that. And people say, you just pay more color, but not pay more color. I'm just telling you as it is. They are people of colors, do not like African descent. It's not just started, it's always been this way. Because it's all about class too. The square, the TV, the social media, even before social media like that, they always perceived that way. It's always been there. gotta understand different eras. Still the same thing. Maybe they do different things, but the same message is still there. Press 1 if y'all enjoyed this conversation. Please, be very much appreciated. It's always been there. And the ones that find the wrong side, they make sure our rights be counted. Appreciate y'all. But this had to go on. We gotta keep on fighting. The square. Even the square that caused put a bond against us as people of color, and even other nationalities too. That square is wicked. And the ones controlling it, because drama sells, hate, crime sells, dirty parts of the class of people sells, racism sells, disproportional on the low tip sells. I can go on and on and on and on. And they do not want to let it go. Because when you give the power to the people that ones that are going to use it the right way, it's done. It's done. You know, it's very important that you never gonna try to tell anybody what to do. That's not me. But hold on. But I would say this. Gotta pay attention what the square giving to us. That is called division between us as people especially, and throughout the world, and throughout the other nationalities. Hey, Cooking with Chocolate, thank you. Thanks for coming, appreciate that. And throughout social media, and especially YouTube, we don't like talk about stuff like that. But like I said before, I will. We cannot let the square define who we are, especially us as African descent. We cannot let the square take away our rights to exist in the human race. We cannot let that happen. We gotta fight, advocate. Our rights to exist should never waver. Never. Get in the fight. I'm gonna fight the process. Give you a fight. But we do count. We create so much in this world. Despite we not being counted, despite we not being mentioned, to let it go like this. Nah. You're gonna take me out. I know we're here for a purpose. We are the most resilient people on this earth. You know I say that other lots, but I gotta emphasize that. Gotta tap in our DNA and the ones that are outside our community. You have to understand there's a fight that we've been ongoing for a long time, even centuries, to even be counted in this world. And even before the square, our stories is not being told the truth. But when the square was born, and I'm talking about decades ago, they put on what they want you to see, but not the real. Until you hear the people that way. I'm not saying the square has some possibilities, that has some benefits, yeah. And they also show how they make fun of us as a people, the square. But they never say, never put like, why this person had to do it just to make ends meet, to open doors. Then of course they're not gonna say that. Because that's their way to keep us oppressed of our mindset. You're a clown. You're a man. You're a prostitute. You're a hoe. And I know that we got a straight thing within ourselves in our community. Yes, I agree on that. But I'm on the square. Again, the TV, even including social media. When we gonna say, nah, you can talk about us as people. You even got people of color, even other nationalities using that against us. And sometimes they do it more than we do. But you don't hear that because who control the square? Not us. Well, so I think that's enough to say about the square part 3. I don't know when it will come back to do unread reminders. I believe part 4. Maybe 4, I don't know yet. Depends. I might come back today, might not, I don't know. Well, I want to appreciate all you come through and share this. Very much important. And to understand that the square is polluting. The square is the most dangerous tool in the world. And we better understand it, and the powerful that had on us. Also, it can use to be positive, but they use it mostly to bring us down as a people. And also cause division of our people, and even others outside of African descent too. That they have to understand too. I hope they understand. If they don't get it, oh well. Some of us as a people too don't get it, oh well. Let's control our own narrative and throughout humanity too, goes for y'all too. Let's control what's going on. Don't let this wicked rights of the square control us. We control the square. We don't want to put out what's right. We do it, not them. Let's take the power back and we control it. If you're not going to put anything that is about righteousness, about whatever it is, that's the goal. And they got an assembly line of people that's not going to put up because they want to play it safe. And it goes throughout humanity. Anything that goes against the human should be questioned and it should be done with. So, I might come with the underrated reminders that later on don't know yet, it depends. But I'm here to with the reminders, don't worry about it. And I want to thank y'all for taking the time to hear of my channel, of the things that I'm doing. The channel's Underrated Darkness. I was also called Underrated Darkness. As you see, underrated. Sometimes we put here and there, to keep it spicy. I know it's the underrated one, the grind. Chef JT, not just chefing in the kitchen. I be chefing up information. And as people and through our social media. Let's get this right. And not let the square define who we are. Now, yeah, throughout to our people and the rest of humanity. So on that note, thanks again. Have a great day. Do whatever you do. Be safe out there. This one is Ghost. Appreciate that again. Ghost.